Hello guys, Zul'jin here. Welcome to another episode of Minecraft Indoors. Today I've got something really cool to show you. So I was looking for a spot that I could put on that would just make you want to relax. The kitchen was real bright and cheery, and we did some dining rooms and some living rooms, and I wanted to give you something a little bit different for inspiration. I wanted to make something really elegant, and I think I've found it. So I did an indoor pool. This is what I came up with. So the lights are dim right now just to set the mood, right? But even on bright, it still shows a lot of well-placed light that took me a little while to actually construct. For starters, we used a bunch of different materials. I used a light gray stained clay, which is kind of like a teal tint. And I originally started to make the pool the same color to give it a green tint, but it looked a little bit more dingy than I wanted to, and I wanted to look something fresh. As you can see, the pool is made out of diamond blocks, the whole thing, just because it has that really cool swirly marble-like texture. I could have used anything blue really to give the same effect, but I thought the diamond did a good thing. On the walls, I chose to go with the little portholes using the quartz stairs, and only one painting. On this side, actually, I chose to do the little, kind of like the lounge chairs that you would find, using some acacia wood stairs that blended into the acacia wood flooring like a deck, just so it can absorb the water when you come out of the pool, and a couple of wool carpet along with another piece of carpet right here. For this, I just did like a little insert so you can get in. There's no real way to do a ladder without obstructing the water, so I just chose to leave it out, and I think it looks better like that. But the entire rim I did for snow blocks, which kind of came out great too, because the snow is an adjustable height, and it still shows that the deck is a separate block, which looked really neat. And it does give an identification to the little borders on the ladder slot. For the table, I wanted something real fresh, so I decided to go with the same type of wool carpet, but on top of a cyan stained glass pane to give it a cool feel. And I just did a little like a lighted garden feature on the side. I used bedrock to make the pillars here, and I did a couple of little light inserts along with some hidden lighting in the back to expose the falling water. And you would see in some of these lush pool settings for indoors. The chandeliers I liked a lot too. I was actually trying to make something that was a little modern and dynamic, and I thought that this was a cool touch. If you run glass just straight down and bridge off of the sides of the glass, it actually manipulates the shape and moves the texture a little bit. So just adding the glowstone in a staggered pattern like this came up with this, and I chose to go with 3 of them just to add enough light to illuminate the water. Now, as you can see, the pool is illuminated by a few glowstone blocks, and I have a sandstone perimeter at the bottom here. The bottom is actually not a texture at all, it's void. So this is a super flat world, and I decided to just use the void because from the top it gives it a really cool blue purplish look that just doesn't give you an idea of how deep it really is. So kind of relaxing. Deadly, but kind of relaxing. I thought it was neat for the creative build anyway. And the last thing was just the perimeter, and I chose to go with a little bit of quartz just to make, I don't know, what I noticed is I tried to go with some lighting, and when it was bright it actually looked a little bit too bright, but when I closed it off all the way and raised it up, it looked a little bit too dark. So I left a couple of inserts here so that daylight can actually pass through when it wasn't nighttime, and it gives it a little bit of ambience. Actually, I could show it to you. Time, set, day. And then now you can see that the ambience is much different inside, and it's still a great looking pool, but I wanted to show it to you at night just to give that idea. If you turn the brightness all the way up, it actually does really brighten up the place. And if I change the time back to night, you'll be able to see that we get the same kind of appeal with the proper lighting, except that the outside is a little bit darker. So all in all, guys, I really thought this was a cool build to show y'all. I hope it inspires you. This is something that you can put in a mansion or anything like that to just give a really neat feeling to another room. So I hope y'all enjoyed the build, you guys, and we'll see you next time. This is Zuljan signing off. Have a good one.